Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Batman Day, and welcome to Fun Reads Part 2. This is where I share my thoughts on reads that had some kind of impact on me and are just really fun, in my opinion. And so I wanted to do a Punisher book this month, and since Daredevil and anything related is hot right now, and so I picked a one shot by one of my favorite writers ever, man, Garth Ennis. And so before I get into the review, I wanted to do a little warning thing. So there's going to be a little swearing, because it's Garth Ennis, and the book he's known for his dark stuff, and the book is for mature readers, and yeah. So I apologize if you don't like this kind of stuff, and you can just close the vid. So the book is called The Cell, Punisher the Cell, and it's a one shot, and basically it's about Frank turning himself in and going to jail so that he can get revenge on the mobsters who had killed his family. And so the mobsters who are locked up, they control anything and everything that goes around in the Rikers prison, including the guards. And it definitely makes for some fun action and surprises. So one of my favorite scenes is the first couple pages of the book. So from the very beginning, the book shows you what it's all about, man. It's dark, gritty, and it doesn't hold back. So in the panel, it shows the crooked guards escorting the Punisher to his cell, and they tell him a little story about the big black shirtless dude smiling, staring down the Punisher in the hallway, and the guards tell Frank, see that big spear chucker right there? He killed a person by butt fucking him to death. And that's not how he even got here. He's the scariest, dangerous man in Rikers, and they're sending him after you. And just as the guard finished talking, the Punisher reacted. He elbowed and smashed the guard's face on his right, and ripped the baton off the other guard, and then rushed the big dude, man. Viciously wailing on his face, all bloodied and stuff. Pretty sick, man. And when he was done, Frank was like, telling him to send the next most dangerous man. And dude, man, this is just like the first couple pages of the book, and I was like, damn, man, this shit's gonna be good. And yeah, the characters, the characters in Garth Ennis's world, no, they're twisted and but very fascinating. For example, you have the captain of the guard in Rikers, who is a closet homosexual Nazi and is a sadist, who loves to get butt fucked by the jail prostitute. And it's definitely an interesting fellow, man. And also the language was really dark but very fun at the same time, man. And so ultimately, the Punisher starts a riot between the gangs so he can get close to the head mobsters locked up in their own safe side of the prison. He starts making ripples in the water by carving a swastika on the head of one of the Vice Lord gang members, and doing other nasty stuff. So, obviously his plan works, and in the end, he locks himself in with the four guys, who destroyed his life, man. And the ending is definitely another scene that I really liked because it brings the story together, and you find out what happened the day Frank's family got killed. And and so he starts off by blasting the mobsters in the legs with a shotgun so that they're lying on their backs so he can get to dissecting them. And and as he starts going all surgical on the dudes, he talks about how his family died and mimics their death upon the mobsters, which I thought was freaking awesome, dude. The first guy shot his daughter in the stomach, and so Frank grabs a knife and starts going to town on his abdomen. And the other two guys shot his son in the head, and the Punisher starts bashing their brains with a pipe, and at the same time telling them, how his son's brains started coming out of his hands as he was holding him and stuff like that. So, man, it's definitely a cool scene. And the last two mobsters had done themselves in because Frank had revealed a failed assassination between the four, which had resulted in the death of the Punisher's family, caught in the crossfire. And yeah, and in the end, Frank calmly walked to a nearby chair, sits down, and just satisfyingly takes everything in. And the end, dude, it's pretty sick. It's definitely an awesome book, and I highly recommend it, man. I love the dialogue, and the art I thought was really well done, as it helps bring the dark tone of the book. I especially like the facial expressions of the Punisher. You know, it's not the usual angry, out for revenge look on the character's face, but a more sinister, expressionless tone. tone of a man, with nothing to lose, kind of more, a little more, kind of psycho thing. So which I thought, which I really dug, and yeah, man. If yeah, for the Punisher fans, you start with Garth Ennis if you want to start reading some Punisher stuff. I got a bunch of his stuff, love his stuff, and Rucka too. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope everything's doing okay, man. Late.